Hello everyone. I hope we are all doing well. So today we'll talk about how to cure our soap. Now curing simply means that allowing the saponification process to be completed and also allowing excess water, the water we used in dissolving our lye, allowing it to evaporate so that the bars can become harder and also last in the shower. Alright, so once you unmold your soap, when you prepare your soap, the ideal time for you to unmold it is 48 hours. And with that, even though within 48 hours the saponification process is mainly completed, there is still left about 5% of lye in the soap, and that is why you need to let it cure. Alright, so you realize that another reason why you need to cure your soap is that aside letting the excess water dry out and also letting the saponification process complete, if you use that soap immediately, you will have skin irritations, especially someone with a sensitive skin, and also it will not last longer. You will see that the soap will just dissolve in your soap dish. Okay, so after you've unmolded your soap, and always remember that when you are unmolding your soap, you have to wear a glove because there is still some amount of lye in the soap. Okay, so after unmolding it, you cut it. If it is such that it is the design silicone molds and you don't have to cut, you just remove it. You can use a bookshelf actually, like the one in this photo, and something like a bookshelf, okay, and or you can just use cardboards. Just cut them and then you put them or arrange them in your room wherever you want to cure the soap, that it will not be disturbed by anyone. So you arrange it nicely. They should be at least 1.5 inch apart or maybe 2 inches apart. Also, one important thing is that you need to label them. Like what I mean by labeling it is the name of the soap and then the cure time, okay, so that the cure time starts from the day you unmold it. I don't know if you understand. For instance, maybe you made the soap 2 days ago, okay, so you unmolded it today. You start the cure time from today, so that if it is you are going to cure your soap for 3 weeks, which is ideal, but 4 weeks is better. 4 weeks is better, but then after 3 weeks you can use it. In fact, after 2 weeks you can still use it, just that it will not last. It will dissolve faster in water. So after removing them, you arrange them nicely. Make sure that you arrange the soaps that have the same scent. That is the ones you use the same fragrance oil or essential oil for. Arrange them on the same line. How do I say it? Yeah, they should all be at the same place. If you mix up the fragrances, like maybe you use fragrance A for batch A and use fragrance B for batch B, don't mix them together when you are curing them. If not, the scent will affect each other. So if you use fragrance A for batch A, arrange all batch A on one cardboard, okay, or in one drawer or on one shelf, depending on what you are using to cure your soap. Okay, then you label it. You can just write the name of the soap. If it is turmeric soap, just write turmeric soap and then you write the date that you are starting to cure and then the date it will finish curing, so that you don't get confused, especially when you are making it on large scale. So make sure that there is a lot of air and also there is not direct sunlight to where you are curing your soap. All right, so that is that about the soap. And actually the soap cure time, it depends on the oils you've used. I think I've said this one several times. For instance, if you use 100% olive oil, it is going to take like 6 months for it to cure because it will be very soft. In fact, it will even take like 2 weeks or even 3 weeks for you to be able to remove it out of the mold. Okay, but then if you use the mixture of like hard oils. For that one, even within 24 hours, you can unmold it and it will still be fine. Okay, so there is shelf life for our handmade soaps, all right, and you can determine that by the oils you are using. Sunflower oil, for instance, goes rancid faster. Coconut oil can last for 2 years. So depending on the mixture of oils you are using and even the ingredients you are adding, for instance, if you are adding papaya puree, that is fresh papaya puree, and carrot puree, it will also determine the shelf life of your soap. Okay, and after your soap is cured, just pack them nicely in card box. Okay, box, just a carton, paper carton, and then you label all of them. So when it's time for you to make deliveries to your customers, you just wrap them. If you can wrap them in paper box, fine. If not, you can just use the rubber, since when it gets to them, they are definitely going to remove it and start using. Thank you.